Hello everybody and welcome to Makeup Monday. I'm always so excited when this is the first Monday of BOGO. BOGO is my favorite time of the year. Everybody loves it. It's a members only opportunity, so only if you're a member can you play in BOGO. So if you're not a member, check us out. $39, become a member and shop till you drop. Every single product is buy one, get one free. Except the black compacts that the powder goes in. That's the only product we can't get two of, but everything else is buy one, get one free. But what I'm going to go over today is the most asked question I get, and I've done videos on this before, but because it's BOGO and we have so many new people, I'm doing it again. So what we're going to talk about today are our amazing primers, the Flawless and the Luminous Tint. A lot of you have these products and you get them, and then when I talk to you later, you haven't used them. You don't have a clue how to use these products. And so that's what we're going to talk about today is the Luminous Tint and the Flawless. I just dropped it on the floor, so give me 1 second. Okay, so for those of you out there, you know, I've got just a smidge of eye makeup on to speed things up because this isn't an eye tutorial. It's just about the canvas of the face. And so the first thing I'm going to start with, one product that I have fallen in love with that I also know a lot of you have, and this winter, more than any other winter ever in my 53 years, people have been saying, I'm so dry, I'm so dry. Well, I have taken our amazing Cloud Cream. This is a gel to water serum. I mean, it's like a gel, and then when you put it on your skin, it turns into water. It's like a water balloon has been busted on your skin. So if you're dry and you need some hydration, or if you're oily and you have dry, flaky skin, but you don't like the feel of moisturizers and products like that, the Cloud Cream is what you need to add. So the Cloud Cream comes in, you know, a big jar. This is my little travel container that I was out of town last week that I take with me. And I keep this in my makeup drawer because I have added this to my makeup routine. So my new thing every day after all my skincare is done is to take a little Cloud Cream and get it where, you know, I'm the most dry. There's a really big trend called glass skin in Korean beauty. I don't know if it's ever really going to catch on over here because it's really about natural makeup, but it's really more about the skin being as flawless as possible. Heck, heavy, thick makeup is really out. It's not what people want to see anymore. And, you know, I know a lot of women my age, it's just something that, you know, it's what we've done our whole life and it's hard to get away from. I've really gotten away from it this past year, but really it's for everybody. So what glass skin is skin that is very exfoliated and that it's very luminous and it's very hydrated. Well, we happen to have products that we can really duplicate that with. So number one, your enzyme peel is going to make your skin ready to accept makeup and not be flaky and splotchy and have little pieces of skin to grab your makeup. And so the enzyme peel is the first product that you will use before you do any of this. I use that several times a week. Whether I get a big peel or not, doesn't matter. My makeup always goes on great. And then a little bit of Cloud Cream to add a burst of water to my skin so my makeup glides and slides on my face. So the first primer I want to talk about is the Flawless. Now, Ann Cannon asked me last week, this is a very expensive primer. It's $60. And she's like, why is that primer so expensive? And I honestly didn't have the answer for her. So I went in search of it and reached out to Crystal Clark. She's a licensed medical esthetician. She's been in beauty, Aloette. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Aloette talking about Ann. Aloette for 18 years. She's a nerd from day one. Biochemistry, all that good stuff. So she really gave me some good information about the Flawless that I wanted to share with you guys. So the Flawless Primer is a triple threat skin primer, pore minimizer, and age-defying serum. One thing that I realized when I was reading the ingredients with this was that this primer has titanium dioxide and zinc in it. So every day of my life, as soon as I put a little Cloud Cream on, it has a yellow tint because it's color correcting. So I put this on all through my T-zone. And now that I've learned a little bit more about it, I may put it more places. So what this does is think of this as spackle. It has grapefruit oil, tangerine, mandarin orange. It smells, you know, like a citrus tree. It's just bursting with smell. So you can see how already I'm super smooth and my redness is really flared up today. And so I'll put a little more there. So this has these spheres that are going to go in and sort of burst and swell inside the pore and fill in and close off those pores. So if you struggle with large pores, if you don't like that your skin is not smooth and flawless, you can see this is not makeup. It has that silicone texture. But for me, I get so red through here. I'm very sensitive to the sun. I did not realize this had zinc and titanium in it. So my nose, where I really put this the most, gets an extra dose of sunscreen every day when I use this. So let's see what else she had to say about it. It's a very, very special product. It does have the sunscreen in it. It doesn't say it on the bottle. So it's about a 25, if you're wondering. I lost my nose. Okay. It has, gosh, I lost my notes that she's put all these great things in it. Anyway, okay, I remember. I think one reason I have fallen in love with this product so much since day one is that I have really congested skin. At any given point, you know, with my last company, I could have just did this, or just especially on my nose, and my pores were so clogged. So it has an ingredient in it that really prevents congested skin. So for people that get clogged and have whiteheads and blackheads really easy, then it's really good for the congested pores. And it has sort of an antibacterial component in it, so it's really good for acne prevention. And so sort of think of this as the first thing that goes on your skin before you pack all this makeup on it. So I know most of you that are members have this product and you're just not quite sure what to do with it. And a mistake I often see people using is they rub this in like skincare. This is not skincare, even though it's farm to jar, good for you ingredients in it. So you're just going to lightly, you know, tap the top of your skin. You don't push it in. You don't rub it away. You want this to be like a seal for the top of the face. So it smooths things out. You know, I've got spots and veininess, a lot of imperfections on my skin. And this is the first thing that really helps give you that flawless look to your skin. Okay, and then the next thing is our Luminous Tint. Now, the Luminous Tint gives you that glowing lit from within skin. Again, the cloud cream and this luminous tint would be straight up glass skin. It would give you luminous for days, dewy, hydrated, but not greasy, never greasy ever. The luminous tint has aloe, micropearls, vitamin E in it, and it has coconut oil, olive oil, shea butter, and I already said the aloe. So this is also, again, it's like skincare and makeup got married. It's so good for you, just like the Flawless primer is. So you can use one or the other primer. Since I don't use a lot of liquid makeup, I use them both. So what I love to do, I've got this from Orly, is I take some of the Flawless, and because I have been much drier this winter, I have added a little drop of the CC cream. And our CC cream is beautiful. It's like an SPF 40, I believe, 40, 45. It's very cushy, spongy. It's very hydrating. Basically, it's moisturizer, sunscreen, and makeup all in one tube. So for those of you that are super low maintenance, you will love our CC cream. And it comes in light, medium, and dark. And so that's what I just mixed, just barely a drop to add a little bit of color to this. And then you can see the hydration that this is going to put on my skin. You can already see the gold shimmers and the flakes, the gold flecks that are in it. And what I love, and what I get so many compliments from people, is they're always how glowy and dewy and hydrated my skin is. So last summer, I was really big on the Flawless here and then the Luminous Tint on the outer sides. But since I'm much drier this winter, and see already that's so pretty by itself, no powder, nothing. I'm so much drier this winter that I am doing the Flawless a little, more all over to fill in the pores. But then I'm kind of coming back with this because I love the hydration and the sheen it gives me. And then I'll still put a little bit more, right in there before I get to my concealer and powder. So that's how I use these two products. Now, when I come back late in the day and I want to touch my makeup up at, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we're going to dinner, I'll take a little bit of Luminous Tint and just kind of push it into my skin, or the cloud cream. I need to get that hydration back in here this winter, by the time the day is over. And that's the two products I go to when I want to add that extra moisture. Okay, so now you can take a little bit of your concealer. I love this concealer. It comes in two colors. It never grabs. It just is very buildable. And so I always use the light side up in here because I really like to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And then I'll come back with a little darker side and cover a little more of my redness right there. And then around my nose. And so I don't use it, and I don't use a ton under my eye. And when I do, I try to get the V and come backwards like that. Because I find when I do the concealer that way, I end up pulling it out and really having a lot of, you can see it more. It's just, the beauty of getting older. But with all the Luminous Tint and the cloud cream, I mean, it just doesn't, you can see, it just doesn't get into the cracks at all whatsoever. Okay, so I go back, and if I had a blemish, I've got some little brown spots there. Sometimes I'll add a little bit, but I've got a lot of bangs right in here. So why do I need heavy, thick makeup there just to rub off on my hair? So I try to focus the makeup where I have the problem and what I need to cover up, not caking my whole face in, 3 inches of makeup. And I think the beauty of these two primers is that I don't need, and with the olive oil and the coconut oil and shea butter and, the orange oil and tangerine oil, whatever those are in here, my skin is so hydrated and so dewy that, I just never look cakey. And everybody else says, my makeup looks so flawless and so smooth. And it's all about the primer. It's all about what you're building it with. Okay, so next, of course, will be my Ultra Finish powder. I have been a powder junkie my whole life, and True Glass Skin doesn't use a lot of powder. They kind of add some color here and stop, but that's my one vice. I'm a powder person, and this powder is buildable. It's beautiful. It's, like fortified with water. It doesn't ever look chalky, ever. A lot of women my age are afraid of using powder. So I look like I have on heavy, thick, full coverage, heavy duty makeup. And I don't. You saw me. I had no makeup on. So a little cloud cream for hydration, flawless primer, luminous tint, concealer only where I needed it, and then this powder. Okay, so then just to finish out the video, I'm just going to come back and add, some color to my face. Not spend a lot of time on that today. And I will darken up my eyes with a little something because you guys know I love some drama on my eyes. But I really just wanted you to see it's BOGO. I buy one Flawless a year. It's $60. But during BOGO, I get 2 for $60. And then we get an additional 15% off that. And, that basically covers my shipping and my tax. And so, I don't pay $60. One Flawless lasts me the entire year, and I use it every single day of my life. Come back, knock down those edges a little bit. And so I usually have one to sell, and I keep the other one for myself because it lasts for so long. Come back with a little drop more mascara. I'd already tight lined my eyes, and I'm not doing liner on the top today. Have workout clothes on, so I don't want to be too out there. And a little bit on my lips. But, BOGO is buy one, get one free. You can mix and match colors. Now, the Flawless and the Luminous Tint, there are no other colors to that, so you will only get just those. But I just really want you to understand the wow factor of those two products, my lip cards that I am obsessed with, when I finally run out of mine, I'm going to be very, very, very sad. But that was a very quick, you know, I basically did the makeup in, you know, just a minute with you guys watching. So if you have any questions, let me know. And one other primer that I didn't cover because I don't need this right now, but in the dead of summer, it's definitely something that I'll use. You know, when I'm at golf tournaments or out and about, is Made Matte. And I think it's a purchase with purchase this month, but I would get this for BOGO because I love having one in my purse, one in my travel bag. This is a mattifier. So in the summertime, for those of you that are oily, this is the coolest product ever. You just are going to go like this and pick up any excess oil without having to add any more powder to your face. So for those of you who are oily, you're going to love this product because I know a lot of you are new and didn't try this. This is not something I use until the humidity and all gets really, really bad. But this is also a primer. So you could choose to use this first in, you know, if you don't want to have this product, if you don't want to spend the money on that one, you could use this under makeup, throw it in your purse and use it throughout the day. And men love this product too. It's a great product for your teens that are struggling with, you know, acne, and they've got some pitted skin from their acne. They've picked at it. This is a great way to tone and conceal those acne places and then help with their oil breakthrough later in the day. Let's see what the Made Matte has in it. The Made Matte has green tea, argan oil, ginseng root extract, vitamin E. So it's very, very, very good for you. And that's the thing about these products is the makeup is also good for you. It's like skincare and makeup got married, and it's not just clogging up our pores. But I'm so excited to know, sorry for the when I went blank earlier, but I'm so excited to know that, you know, my skin got so clear, and I know it was the amazing skincare and you know, how much more I exfoliate my skin because I can tolerate the enzyme peel a lot more often. You know, it's one thing to exfoliate your skin good once or twice a month, but if you can do it more often, your skin stays this smooth and this flawless under your makeup, you know, all the time. So, but I'm really excited to know that when this fills up my pores, I've always told people it's spackle for the face. It, you know, fills in all the cracks, the holes. It actually helps smooth out lines and wrinkles and make those look a little more filled in too. But I'm excited to know that it has ingredients to help prevent acne and clogged, congested skin, which is something that I struggle with. And, you know, I think that has been one of the things that has helped me stay so clear right through here, which is where my problem spot is. So I hope that clears up for you, you know, our primers and how to use them, because I've had so many questions on, I've gotten it, I have no clue really what to do with it. You know, you can use one or the other, or you can be like me and cocktail them. You know, this one first, this one second, if you want coverage. If you guys have a foundation that you're obsessed with and you can't get away from, put a few drops of your Luminous Tint in that foundation to sheer it out a little bit and to make it a little more dewy and glowy and not so thick and matte and dated. You know, that real heavy, dated, thick pancake look on our skin, it ages us and it really shows our age because that's a very out of style look. And so lighten it up by adding a few drops of this and give you that, you know, that really pretty glow to your skin. Okay, everybody, I'm going to try to come on with a lot of videos to educate you about a lot of our products throughout BOGO. And, you know, you can order BOGO as much as you want. So if you've already done an order and you saw something you like today, pop in another order. You know, the 15% discount pretty much takes care of your shipping and your little bit of tax. And so, that way you can order all month long and, you know, you buy one product, get a free one. So you guys have a great week and message me anything you'd really like to have more information about while we have BOGO going on, and I'll be sure to answer those for you. Bye, everybody.